Oh.
My name is Ellison James E.J. Smith, but most people knew me as Ollie. I was born in Green Bay, Wisconsin to Samuel Andrew Smith and Lillian Frances LeBoy Smith. I lived on the west side and grew up at 619 North Chestnut. I graduated from Green Bay West High School in 1913, a four-year football letter winner. I think my above-average frame certainly helped with my athletic pursuits, but I also think it helped with my confidence. Always dreaming big and daring to fail. My senior year, I served as president of the class and captain of the football team. My first job out of high school was as a conservation warden for the state of Wisconsin, which certainly contributed to my lifelong interests of nature, living the outdoors, conservation and preservation, and farming. As World War I progressed, I enlisted and served with Battery B in the 121st Field Artillery 32nd Division from 1917 through 1919, finishing with a final rank of sergeant. I would later go on to be commander of the American Legion Sullivan Post number 11 in Green Bay. On October 29, 1919, I married my beloved Olive Soki, even though she was an East High grad. And that began our long-time dairy farming operation on Olive's family farm in Alloway near the Reformatory. Now, as manager of the Alloway Guernsey farm, I helped produce and raise many award-winning bulls and heifers. We raised our beautiful children on that farm. We did lose our Nancy Jane to polio when she was only 4.
Oh.
But the rest of the kids spent countless summers up at the cabin that I built on Ada Lake in Lang Lake County. Many fond memories were made there. I understand that the cabin is still with the family and that they try to preserve it to its original state as closely as possible. Now, as a manager of a farm and president of the Green Bay De Pere Cooperative Milk Producers Association and president of the Brown County Guernsey Breeders Association, I followed politics as it affected my livelihood. Well, in 1940, I helped campaign for Governor Walter Kohler for his re-election. And I delivered a speech on the radio in support of his candidacy. And I said, politics as such has never really claimed my time. I am not in politics, nor do I have any interest to be. However, I understand with our system of government that the business of our state is carried out by those who, by political means, are chosen by the people to represent and impart policies for the well-being of our people. Now, despite what I said in that speech, that marked the beginning of my long-time involvement in all aspects of local politics. I served on the Brown County Board of Supervisors for many, many years, including serving as chairman in 1952 upon the death of longtime chairman Henry Caters. I also served on the board of directors of the Brown County Agricultural and Fair Association, and in 1935 I ran for office of Alloway Town Chairman and lost. But I campaigned again the very next year and was elected, and was subsequently elected for the next 20 years of service. In the late 1940s, I was instrumental in the development of the Brown County Reforestation Camp in Swamico. And I also initiated the very first picnic at the camp for the children of St. Joseph's Orphanage.
Oh.
And in honor of my support for the camp, the Brown County Board of Supervisors passed a resolution renaming the camp E.J. Ollie Smith Park after my passing. That was quite an honor. In a prescient connection to the present, the Brown County Historical Society, our sponsor for this event tonight, was the recipient of the James Madison Boyd House in the mid-1940s. Now that house, one of the oldest in our area, was on our property, and it was in severe disrepair, so we decided to donate it to the society, who had every intention of restoring it to its original condition. Unfortunately, they weren't able to gain enough funding to do so, and it was subsequently torn down. Now, as I aged, farming became more and more exhausting, so in 1951, I decided to lease the farm to the reformatory. Then I sold all of my shares and holdings and all the farming equipment along with it. Now that choice, of course, gave me much more time and energy to focus on activities of the Brown County Board. Now, I was a man of many other interests as well. I served in the Green Bay Elks Lodge. I was a member of the Green Bay Shrine Club, a few Masonic lodges and chapters, to name a few. But one of my longtime passions was skeet shooting, always in search of that elusive perfect score. Well, believe it or not, after 10 years of trying, I not only made my dream a reality, but I did it twice on the same day. March 23rd, 1947. My two bookend perfect scores were marred only by one missed claybird in that stubborn middle round, 25, 24, 25. And later on that year, I would go on to become vice president of the Green Bay Skeet and Track Club. In May of 1956, I lost my beloved Olive after a lingering illness. And I think to ease my pain, my broken heart, and forget about her passing, I planned a fishing trip to Escanaba a few weeks later. Well, as life would have it, my heart just couldn't handle it, and I passed away there of a heart attack on July 4th, 1956. I surely hope and pray that my leadership and legacy will be honored and remembered by all, and that all of my dreams and failures were of benefit to so many. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great job.
Thank
That
you for
is
attending.